sorts to do. 1 minute, mate. Oh. Is there any room on that radiator? Let's get this up. This needs to go. That as well. Rolling bags is just fair.
Yeah, well, like I said, Fabio, I just had walk from near me man's, yeah, with a scooter. I've not had a brew or a smoke. Oh, Jesus, good morning. How's everyone doing? Morning, guys, how are you still? How's everyone doing? Hey, Andrew. I'm going fishing today again. I didn't catch anything yesterday. I'm probably going to go down to the marina. You know what I mean? I bought a pole rod yesterday and it didn't do nothing, so I went out and bought myself another rod a few minutes ago, you know. I'm going golf maybe the weekend. You know, I'm doing things that I fell out of love with, and I'm going back to kickboxing, I'm going back to coaching. You know, I've been asked to go back and, you know what I mean? So, fuck it. You know what I mean? It's my favourite discipline in the whole world. See, kickboxing is a lot different to boxing. You know what I mean? You can use your weight as an advantage. You can use your right leg. Yeah. But anyway, good morning. I hope you are well. I've just got back from a mission. I went on the scooter about 10 miles away somewhere, and my scooter died on me. So I've walked about 7 miles with a scooter. 7 miles. It's done me in. You know what I mean? The woman wouldn't let me on the bus. She said it's an electric scooter. I said, you fucking gee bag. Fucking hell, you cunt. The stick I give her, man. But anyway, how are you doing? Rest in peace to Mousy Fardle. And rest in peace to the other fella as well. 2 of my mates died over the weekend. And it's upset me, you know. Two countries become one, you mean Ireland and Great Britain? Hell, no chance. Like I said, men need to start talking about their mental health, and then maybe more men's lives will be fucking saving. My mate took his own life a couple of days ago. Rest in peace to Mousy Farrell. Bro, I'm so sorry I couldn't mention your name the other night because, you know, I was waiting for your family to release it first, but I want to say rest in peace to Mousy Farrell. You know what I mean? He took his own life. You know, it fucking hurts me, it does. I mean, you know, but when you've got your own life, you don't think about others. Well, depending on who you are. You know, now me on one hand, I'm a cunt, but I'm not a right cunt. There's a difference between a cunt and a right cunt. And this is my first smoke of the morning. I've been up since about 9, but I'm gonna enjoy this. Rest in peace to Mousy Farrell. I'm not saying the other person at the minute because I just can't. I was told not to say anything about him, so I'm not going to. So shout out to Noel McGee, rest in peace. I'm sure it's Noel McGee, I could be wrong, but I'm sure that's the name I heard. You know, your friends take their life for fucking hurts, you know what I mean? And some of these guys are as solid as you can imagine, but here, they're brave men, yeah? They're brave enough to get into secure locations and steal state-of-the-art cars, yeah? Or whatever, but they haven't got the courage to go and see a doctor. Some of these people have the courage to shoot you dead. You understand, but yet you haven't got the courage to go and say to the doctor, I am not a gay, my name's not right, said Fred. I need help. That's what you need to do. You need to fucking start talking about your mental health issues. Because too many men in the UK every year are killing themselves around the world. The statistics are off the fucking chart. And the reason why it hit me was because I know what it's like to do that. Now see that? That's not going to break. That's steel. So, all you need to do basically is punch it through there. Which way? That. Won't even go around my head. But you get the picture. One of my friends did that. And he's dead. Because he couldn't talk about it. Bob, can I use Lily? Has Lily got a spare phone? Hey, baby. Just help me. I don't want to buy any, bro. I live in Manchester, bro. You can buy anything in this city. Whether it's dollies, roach, you can buy everything, lad. You know what I mean? In fact, yesterday, I got a few out my doctor because I was told one of my mates in Dublin hung himself. You know, and in 48 hours, two of my mates died. One had an accident, the other one had an accident with a rope around his neck. You know, and he didn't listen to what I said. You know what I mean? And now he's dead. Well, I didn't speak to him, but I know he watched me live a couple of times, and he's dead. Well, bro, I used to love cocaine and heroin. And then I started on the opiates. You know, I still have an opiate problem, bro. You know what I mean? I'm on them. I'm prescribed them. But I'm only on do you know what I'm on a day? 6 milligram. 2 milligrams. Finn, I want to thank you for your donation to me PayPal. I seen it yesterday. It didn't pop up. You know what I mean? So I want to thank Finn. And guys, see if you're not supporting Finn, yeah? I want you to fucking support him. You know what I mean? It's like, look, a lot of shit has happened in the last few weeks that's changed my life and turned my life upside down. I have a new baby. Do you understand? Before Thomas come along, I could do the fuck what I want, when I wanted, but now I can't. You know what I mean? But fuck it, it's like, and I'm not gonna lie, two of my friends from Ballyfermot, one hung himself and one died in an accident in 48 hours, two of them. Shout out to Mousy Farrell. I remember as a kid being in a robbed car with him. You know what I mean? And I'm like, let me out, let me out. He said, Jude, if you want out of this car, you're gonna have to jump out. I'm not stopping. I can't. I've too many warrants. Buckle up. Okay. You know what I mean? Put your seatbelt on. You know what I mean? We're not stopping, Jude. We're either getting away or we're crashing. And you don't want to hear the word crash, because this fella, if it's to say, like I said, look, it doesn't matter now, but when we were young, you have to understand at 13, I was getting dragged out of stolen cars. I was a little bastard, I was. I needed a good smack. You know, I'm not going to lie. I'd be a liar if I said, so recently, I've been tested. You know what I mean? It's like, and that's what we do. When we have trauma, we resort back to old ways. Now, I'd never take heroin again. That's on my kids' lives. I've been 29 years off. In September, I'll be 30. I've relapsed on cocaine. Both. Smoking it and snorting it. Do you understand? So, like I said, I understand addiction, and addicts shouldn't put other addicts down, or people who are in recovery shouldn't fucking hear. You're not than anybody else. You know what I mean? That's the reason people kill themselves, because of cunts. You know what I mean? And their opinions. Here, as long as you're the man in your house, that's the only place you need to be the man, in your own house. You know what I mean? Like I said, your house is your castle. You come near my door, mate, and I'll tell you one thing, you're going to have to change your schedule for the next 3 months, because I swear on my baby's life, anybody come to my door, and if they were on their own, I'd fight them. Not a fucking problem. One-on-one, I don't care if you're 20 stone, I'll still fight you. You know, because you're going to swing at me, you big swinger, and miss, and I don't miss. You know, I'll wait for you to throw your hand. I'll look in your eyes and I'll just take a quick look at your hands and I'll know where that shot's coming from. And when you take that shot, I'll be ready to move, extend, boom, job done. Now look at you. You've been KO'd and I've got it all on 4K camera. Do you understand? I hear. They don't lie. Scars and war wounds don't lie. Breaks don't lie. You know, you can't make that up, can you? I'd break it off your head if need be, but I'm a lover. I don't like fighting. you know, £100 a day. Finn, it's easy, because once you smoke it, a lot of people, do you know what pisses me off, yeah? You know people that snort cocaine will slag people for smoking it. Here, you just as bad. Cocaine's cocaine. You know, here, it's the same with alcohol, whether you drink it or snort it. Alcohol is to be drank and cocaine is to be smoked or snorted. End of story. Smoke it. Try it. Fucking brilliant. Don't try it. I'm joking. Don't fucking try it. Because once you do it once, I'll tell you what, you're in a battle with yourself for the rest of your life. That's my favourite drug of all. Crack. And it's been very hard to come away from it. So what I did was, the circle of people that I know over here, I distanced myself from them for the sake of me kids. You know, like I said, I was snorting it and smoking it, and I ended up having a brain aneurysm, you know, and me kids were devastated, you know. Why would you do that? And here, then when I told them about taking me life, trying to take me life, do you know how hard it is to tell anybody that, never mind your eldest son, you know, but he took it well. He understands me illness. He knows I wouldn't do it again. Well, good. I'm fucking happy you learned. Many subs have you got, Finn? No way. I have family in Talib, bro, up in Jobstown. The Knowleses, Jimmy Knowles. That's the eldest of me. He was the worst. Me uncle, but I'll give it to him. When I was in court, when my ma come here when I was nearly 19, I went back because my missus got pregnant. She wanted to have my son in an Irish hospital and I couldn't get a job. So I moved into Mountjoy Square. I had £800 in my pocket, well, in my bank. Right. I used that £800 to buy heroin. I got a quarter. I bagged it up. I doubled my money. I tripled my money. I quadrupled my money. I reinvested it. I was independent. I'll sell drugs wherever I fucking want. I don't care whether this is your patch or not. Well, then, tell you what, right? Do something about it. I'm here. I'm standing on your area. What are you going to do? Do something. I'm here. You know. And I'll tell you what, I was a lot braver than I am now. You know, I got robbed by a drug dealer. And it shook me. Some geezer rang me phone. He said, Jude, I want 420s. So I went down to Sheriff Street on my moped, on my mate's moped, not my bike. And I was just taking my helmet off. This cunt come behind me, yeah. I swear on me kids' lives, yeah. Let me find one. As soon as I took my helmet off, Finn, look. He put that to my neck. He said, you better give me what you have, so I'll spit it out. He got £80 on me. 4 £20 bags of heroin. Now, the geezer that owned the bike, hello UK lady, the geezer that owned this particular bike, he knew the fella that robbed me. So I said, where does he live? He said, I don't know, but I'll find out for you. I said, well, tell you what, you find out where he is for me, show me where he lives, and I'll give you £100 worth of heroin, right? 3 days later, my phone goes, all right, Jude, what's the story? I was like, what's up? He's like, Jude, you know that fella that robbed you? I said, yeah. He says, I know where he lives. I said, where? He said, Sheriff Street. I said, whereabouts? He said, he lives in number 30, whatever, in the flats, right? He said, are you going to sort me out? I said, I'll sort you out when you show me the door he lives in. So he showed me the door he lived in. I said, here. He said, do you want me to wait with the bike? I said, no, you go. Take the bike. You know what I mean? And just park it around the corner, what have you. So I was terrified. I was watching his house for a few days without him knowing I was watching his house, and I picked an opportunity and I knocked at his door. And some scruffy cunt went like that to open the door. As soon as I heard it click, I booted the door. He was on the ground. You know what I mean? I slapped him. One of them come in the hall and he just looked at me and ran into the bedroom. I went into the sitting room. This prick that robbed me was sat there with a lace around his arm. Hey, he was sat there with one of these around, a tourniquet around his arm. Like that he was, look. Like this, yeah? So this arm is compromised, right? Because he has it like that. He has the lace. This is what I walked into. He had the lace in his mouth, like that, and he was like that. And he must have just released the noose of the lace. So one of his hands was compromised, yeah? I slapped him. I didn't punch him at first. I slapped him. And he fell off the chair. But when he fell off the chair, I realised he was sitting on something. So a bag. I opened it, and I'll tell you what, I couldn't believe what I seen. Lisa! Guys, give me a minute. Lisa, don't ring it. Know what I mean? Honestly. Fuck me. But, so yeah, he was after robbing a guy for 16 ounces of heroin. You know, that's half a key, isn't it? That's half a key. Do you understand? 16 ounces of uncut heroin. Now, the next day, my door went in. And I went straight to Mountjoy. You know, I was already out on remand for a gun and drugs, allegedly. But yeah, I brought the stuff to my house, and my ex-partner, they were trying to pin it on her fin. They were saying, we're going to nick you, and the baby's going to get... Bro, do you know what I had to do that day, right? The second time they raided my house, I had a big scaffolding board underneath the door, right? And when you come in the hall, it's like a gap, like, bro, not much bigger than that. So I had the board underneath the door handle, right? The ramming fuck over, bro. I can hear the copper saying, what the fuck has he got in the door? So, bro, I ran to the front window to try throw a few ounces out, but there's fucking police there, yeah? I ran into the bathroom. I had a couple of parcels made. I got a bit of shaving gel or shower gel, and I wrapped it on these 3 parcels, and I inserted them into my rectum because I was like, here, I'm not getting bail. You understand that I'm a heroin addict, so I had to put a few up my arsenal. But it saved me life in Mountjoy prison. Only for Sam Maguire and Martin Cal, young Martin Cal, I was dead. They sent the 3 Stooges to assassinate me. They may as well have sent Laurel and Hardy. No, not an ounce, bro. Nowhere near an ounce. What I did was, well, I had 3 parcels with 20 bags in each one. 20. It wasn't even a full ounce, bro. It was 16 ounces. There's 28 ounces, right, in an ounce. So short of 12 ounces for a kilo. You know, but he robbed me, bro, so I fucking robbed him. And I had to bring something with me just to intimidate him. No, I'll have a look at it, Paul. Like I said, bro, I've had a new baby and you know what I mean, fucking what have you. And I went fishing yesterday. I didn't even get a bite. Not one, not even a nibble. I'm going fishing today, though. I've started to do things that I fell out of love with. 3 things: golf, fighting, and fishing. You know, and I've been doing 28 grams in an ounce. Irish Road. I couldn't believe it when I seen it in the bag. I thought I didn't hear. I wasn't going there to rob. He was a drug addict like me. I didn't go there to rob him. I didn't go there with intentions to rob him. I went there with intentions to fuck him up for what he did. And I did that. He tried to get up and I slapped him once. I fucking hit the floor. And he was sitting on 16 ounces of heroin. So I took it. You know, I got home, I bagged it up. Not all of it, only some of it. Lucky enough, I bagged it up and I had a chance to stick a few parcels up my arse, because drugs are currency in prison. Drugs are better than money. And it saved my life. You know what I mean? But since then, nearly 3 years ago, my kids bought me that shirt up there. And my old channel's name on it, FBU, Fighting Back United. Them 27 years represent the 27 years off heroin, okay? Now, I collect hats, right? Now, my studio is an absolute mess. It's fucking an absolute mess. It's like I'm fucking, yeah, we have some good stuff there, you know. That should be up there. It's like, I stole the euros, look. It's mine. But no, I'm going fishing today with me family. It's like when I went to hospital years ago, the first time, I lost my mind, and then I had a brain aneurysm, and you know, it's like I used to love drugs. I'm not gonna lie, I loved cocaine. I like taking it. I like the buzz off it. But I had to make a decision: me health or me addiction. Which one's gonna be? You know, all my mates snort cocaine. And they're good lads, they go to work. You know, some of them are soldiers, some of them are soldiers, and some of them are soldiers. Nah, it's the fuck. I'm sure there's only 28. But anyway, I got 16 of them, and I didn't even get to smoke most of them because the police found it, and a gun, another one. So I wasn't getting bail, and I wanted them to send me to Wheatfield. You know, but yeah, they sent me to fucking Mountjoy, and I could have died in there because I went against an alleged family years ago. They didn't let me forget. Like I said, when I worked in that nightclub at 15, it followed me to prison at 21, 6 years later. One of the fellas that I smacked and I had a fight with was a screw of Mountjoy. In 5 months, he'd wrote me nearly 19, 20 reports, something like that. Or 21 or 22, I can't remember, but I was getting wrote up a few times a day by this cunt. And then I had people telling me that you're not going to see your son. You're a fucking walking dead man, you ballyer scumbag. We own this jail, we'll get you. Sam can't watch you forever, Jude. You know that, so I was terrified, you know what I mean? I was told, these are going to come and hurt you. And the reason being is because in Dublin, there's big gang wars and what have you over the years, but it's escalated now into cartel wars. Rico case shit. Do you understand? That's Al Capone shit. Rico. Do you understand? OCGs, organised criminal groups. I was part of one, allegedly. that ended up growing to being the biggest cartel in Ireland. But most of the lads, some of them are killers, allegedly. Some of them are torturers, allegedly. Here, I got tortured in Cherry Orchard because I broke the fucking rules. You know what I mean? So here, I'm not going to tell on anybody. You know, I broke the fucking rules. End up. So you can't start whinging. You want to be one of the boys there, deal with the consequences, what comes with it. Death, graveyards, prison, your ma crying, your baby ma crying, your kids crying. And guess who did that? You did. Nowadays, the only ounces of shit I fuck with or whatever is this. It's a plant. Weed's not a drug. You go way out of that. It's not a drug. Wow. Fair play to you for saying that, RO91. Do you know what? I'm 50 this year, right? Just fuck off a minute. Pretend, right? I'm not talking just as a YouTuber. I'm talking just as a fucking man. The amount of people, the amount of men that are killing themselves in the UK every year from suicide is fucking ridiculous. Now, I've come full circle. I was a heroin addict. I was a cocaine addict, crack cocaine and snorting it. That was my thing for many years, and I kept it from my family until somebody told them. I bought cocaine off a family friend and I didn't realise. You know what I mean? And I was at a party and one of my family was sitting down with this geezer and he blew me up. You know what I mean? So then I had like a little intervention. All my family got me together. And he said to me, you need help. You need to go to rehab. Now, most of my life, like at 8, I started sniffing gas, Tipex tinners, petrol. That led to hash. No, petrol and that. And that led to smoking cigarettes, right? And then at about 13, I start dabbling with hash. You know. Paul, thanks for coming in. Guys, if you're not giving Paul C a sub, give him a sub. He's a fucking banging DJ. I'd like to see his channel grow as well. If you're not giving Finn a fucking sub, Finn, bro, you might have put it in the chat as well. Many subs you're on. Like I said, right, I know I haven't been on much and what have you, but you just have to understand something. I have a family, you know. Like I said, a lot of my mates are ex-drug addicts. Some of them are current drug addicts, and it doesn't make you a bad person. You know, you're only hurting yourself, but you're not just hurting yourself, you're hurting your family. You know, it doesn't matter. Drugs don't discriminate. Do you think crack cocaine gives a fuck whether your name is Pablo or fucking Andrew or Straightjacker from Australia? Do you think drugs give a fuck what colour you are? No, they fucking don't. Drugs don't discriminate. Same with mental health. Alcohol, drugs can lead to severe mental health issues. Know that. Do you understand? Like I said, I'm 50 this year, and I used to be a jack the lad when I was a kid, right? And I didn't pal around with the wrong people. I palled around with the right people. It was just I made the wrong decisions. It wasn't the people, it was me. You know, it's like out of all my mates, I was the first one to start selling out of all our mates. Now, you imagine, yeah, you've about 100 mates or more, and you can, in this area at the time. Now, because I was selling, that meant my mates didn't have to buy the weed. Do you understand? I stood on a street corner in Ballyfermot, yeah, until I was 15, and then I was offered a job. I just turned 15, I was offered a job in a nightclub, and I was at been in this nightclub the week before, so I fucking said yeah. But what I didn't realise was this particular nightclub was in the city centre, and in the city centre, most of the nightclubs are owned by the Hutches, allegedly. Right? Right? At that time, that's how it was. My gaffer went into town. They said, we want money off you. No, my gaffer said, you're not getting a fucking penny. Come on. And anybody who knows Eamon O'Sullivan will know that he was a black belt in judo and fucking what have you, and a hairdresser. That's how I got the job on him, because I was working in a spar at 14, and over the spar was a barber's, and we had a storeroom right next to them, and there was no cameras or anything. So he always used to say, all right, he called me kiddo. He said, what's in there, kiddo? And I said, here, have a look. He said, no way, look at all that shit. I said, you want any of it? He's like, well, are you serious? You might get sacked. I said, here, are you going to tell me? And this went on for about 6 months, yeah. And then one day, I come up to get something out of the stock room. He said to me, kiddo, how much do you make down there a week? And I said, £66. And I went into the barber's and I was talking to him, and I was 14. He said, much do you make downstairs? I said, well, about £66 a week. And I give me my 30. I used to get a little, namaste, Raja. I used to get a little brown packet with my name on it and my wages and I used to fucking think I was getting big, you know. And it's like, what happened was I was being groomed and I didn't know it. You see, because I'm willing to do anything to be one of the boys. And when I say anything, I mean anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anything. And then at 15, all the lads that listen, right, where I'm from, there used to be an alleged gang called the Red Wall Gang, right? Like I said, I'm from Ballyfermot, Cherry Orchard. Allegedly, I was in a gang. Allegedly, I've shot people and robbed them. Allegedly, I was a bad person. And I was a bad person. Hey, Max, you know, it's like, and karma is a motherfucker. You know, and it's like I tried to bury me past because I was afraid of me kids finding out. You know what I mean? It's like I made the wrong decisions. Nobody else. You know what I mean? It all boils down to me. Drugs wasn't the problem. It was me. Do you understand? We blamed. This is what I'm saying. I've been to rehab. I've been to ramp. I've been to NA meetings, all that, right? I've fucking been a counsellor in a way. I've run sessions with people, private ones, 20-minute phone call, mate, boom. I can put something in your head. If you have suicide ideology, I can help you. I've beat it. Anyone can do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anybody can do that. But to lie on a railway line, that's the difference. Now, I had God with me that night. I didn't know it. But I did. I give up on God. He took me father away, loads of me mates, and then I had me dad coming to me at night telling me he was ashamed of me in my dreams. And then I'd wake up, and then for that whole day, it'd be just on my mind, that dream. You know what I mean? Like he's ashamed of me, you know what I mean? So I tried to learn a couple of things. I tried to learn a couple of languages. I tried to get a couple of degrees. And I succeeded. And then my son went to uni and got the same degree as his daddy. Science and Social Studies. Another thing I used to love was mentoring people. You see, if I wanted to be a life coach, I could be, well, no problem. I'm going to start doing TikTok, right? So I want you all to come over and jump on me TikTok. I don't care if you show your arse and get me channel closed, whatever. You're not doing it on here. So later on, when I get back from fishing, I'm going to do a live, okay? Well, Max, I feel you. Over the weekend, two of my mates died. Well, straight jacket, here's the thing. I've had it for ages on my phone. I just don't use it. But now I'm starting to use it, so I'm going to start bringing on a few people from Ballyer onto me TikTok, old friends, because too many of my friends have died because of mental health as well. Do you know the amount of friends I've had that have taken their life? And one took his life on Friday. Do you understand? Men need to start talking about fucking suicide. And because here, it's not just in the UK, it's all around the world. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've survived suicide, so I know. So, Max, that's life, funny. I'm sorry that they made a bad decision. Men are meant to not cry. Here, I cry all the time. My dad taught me, you don't cry. Men don't cry. I don't know what he was trying to prove or achieve by doing this, but he put it in my head. I believe men shouldn't cry. So for a long time I didn't, but my dad taught me how to fucking fight, but my mother taught me how to love, you know. And I'm sorry about you, mate. How are you, Chris McCarthy? Like I said, I grew up with a lot of lads that have been in and out of prison, and they're good lads. I grew up, at 4-year-old, I lived in Bluebell Flats, right? We lived in Kilbarrack for about 6 weeks. We moved to Fatima Mansions, and then I lit a fire one morning when my ma went out under the bed, and the fire caught hold of the whole house, and my little brother and sister got burned to death in that fire, and I could hear them screaming. In fact, I can still hear them screaming. You know, and that's followed me all my life, and because of that, it's like I have mental health issues. You imagine waking up one morning, yeah, walking into the kitchen, getting a box of matches, getting under the bed and lighting it, and the whole house going up, and your little brother and sister getting burnt to death, and you getting out. I got blown onto the balcony because we had one of them gas fires. Only for that, I'd have been fucked. But there was a milk crate in the fucking hall, and I tried to open the door, and I achieved that, but you know what I mean? I got blown onto the balcony. I could have gotten blown over it. But like I said, that's fucking my mental health for years. You know, and then the weekend, two mates that I know years dead. One took their own life and the other one had an accident, and I was upset. I couldn't, like I said, I got upset on my life and all, because like I said, listen, where I'm from, everybody thinks you need to be a tough guy and you don't cry. Listen, you fucking do that, yeah. See, my dad was a hard man. He was a working man as well. He liked to point every night after work too. But the only thing is, he had more than one point, and he hit the bottle alright after the kids died. He had to identify two babies, my father. So he hit the bottle, and me ma, and me. You know, he blamed me ma on it. You know, me ma had to be sectioned. She was in Grange Common for nearly fucking hell. I was 4 when the fire happened. Yeah, I had to move to Bluebell. And when I was 4, I'll tell you who lived in the same block as me. My uncle Fran Knowles, right? Ken O'Driscoll, Derek O'Driscoll, Bernie O'Driscoll, Brenda O'Driscoll, Harper O'Driscoll, and their dad, Alex O'Driscoll, lived in the same block as my granny. And I went to school with the 3 of them. And then at 10, their family moved up. And then my family moved up. You know what I mean? They moved to Crawford Park. I moved to the Avenue. You know, and I'm not joking you, like all the lads that used to be on that corner, you know, Darren Kershaw, Les Kershaw, all the Mooney, Snuggles, Deco, fucking Murray or Pat Maguire, Whitey, myself, Doolan, fucking Alan Dunphy, fucking nah, bro, they're just a tough family, you know. I grew up with them. And my family members grew up with their family, you know. I'm straight out of Ballier, but I got straight out of there, bro. You know why? Because too many of me mates were doing drugs and I'd ended up the same. You know, it's like when I walked away from Ireland at 21, what I didn't realise was it'd be the last time I ever seen Ireland. I've had to divorce myself from it. I'll always be a patriot. I'm Irish. It is what it is. It's like, but my country is getting run by foreigners. Our constitution was signed in blood and forged with blood from the sweat and blood of Irish men's blood. Do you understand? And our own government, according to our constitution, we're being violated, and it's a liberty in our own fucking country. Yeah, shout out to all the fucking Alibabas. Fuck off. You know, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You big fucking lamp rubber. Fucking Aladdin. I was dressed up. Me and him have something in common. Me and Aladdin. I look like him the other fucking night. I don't mind getting. If I had to wear a skirt, I'd have wearing a skirt. When in Rome, there's a saying, when in Rome. So yeah, I want to fit in. I've always been like that. You know, but the difference is now, no one can manipulate me. You see, since I've come off the medication, it's the best thing I've ever done. Because I'm thinking logic. You know, I was a train wreck on here. And I, like, you know what I mean? It's like on me other channel, Fighting Back United, that was toxic as fuck. But this channel, I won't allow it to get toxic. You know, it's like I'm not. Hang on, where's the phone? Where's the fuck? Where is it? Nah, like I said, look, my advice can help you if you listen. You don't need to be. See, the narrative on YouTube is everybody has to act like a tough guy and show their big muscles and taking their top off and, you know, telling YouTube you're the man. But what happens when you get smacked right in the face? You know what I mean? Straight jab, pop right through the face. You know, my knuckles aren't level. Thank you, brother. Well, like I said, if you are from Pakistan, straight jacket, and you are married to me sister, I dressed up for you as well. You know, I dress up for everybody, you know, I'm a lover, bro, and it's like, I'm Irish, bro, yeah. I've no business wearing an outfit like that, but you have to understand something. The man whose party it was is me brother-in-law, and my sister has a very good life. Do you understand? My nephews have everything they need. Do you understand? It was 10 grand for that party. £10,000. You know, but like I said, me and my two brothers got dressed up. Look, I'm fucking Irish, yeah. And I've had a few people saying, Jude, why would you wear that? Because I love people, that's why. You know, Muslim, Christian, doesn't matter. You know, there's a minority in every society, you know, and because of what's going on in Ireland, a lot of good Muslims are getting fucking, you know, now here, there's a lot of cunts over there that are foreign, that have come in the back of a banana fucking truck or something, or a fish truck, or a fucking whatever truck from France, yeah? But you have to understand the reason why. You know, come here. Do you know how many refugees there was when Syria went off? Overnight. 5 million. And do you know how many of them were kids? And you know, within the first week, 100,000 kids died of starvation because of that. You know what I mean? Wars cause mass refugees. Do you understand? Asylum seekers. Come here. A B-53 or whatever they're called, flying out of Kandahar or whatever it was. Stevie, did you see them all on the plane? On the wings of the plane? And the plane took off, bro, and people were dropping from the sky rather than go back to the house because Taliban were in town. Do you understand? No girl under 8 will have any education. Do you understand? And over there, bro, here, it's Sharia law. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't interfere. But Great Britain and America have interfered in foreign affairs, which none of us should be over there. Irish, English, Americans, they shouldn't be there. You know, you're not going to beat the Afghans on their own soil. Do you understand? The Russians tried it. The CIA armed them to the teeth. And then they ended up using them weapons on American soldiers. You know, they give the fucking Taliban 1 million fucking AK-47s. You know, they ship them over in container loads. It's the same as Gaddafi. May I tell you something about Colonel Gaddafi, right? He had a granddaughter, yeah, that was killed in a military strike. A drone, a precision, you understand, like laser guided bombs. Do you understand? It's like you see a target, punch it in, you know what I mean? Boom, there you are. Bombs away. Colonel Gaddafi had to grieve his granddaughter that day, and he made a promise to the Irish, old say, I will give you enough plastic explosives to cause England a problem. They killed my grandson, so I'm giving you something to kill somebody. Belonged to them, and that's what happened. A lot of Semtex was smuggled into Ireland, and a lot of bombs went off. And Colonel Gaddafi was part of that. Here, you don't have to apologise to me, bro. I like Vikings. It's fucking brilliant. But like I said, guys, I'm going to be going very soon, yeah? Because I'm going to go fishing. And hopefully we'll catch some fish. I didn't even get a bite yesterday, not even a nibble. But I didn't care because I've done something that I didn't like. I've done something that I loved. See, when I got sick and when I was taken into hospital, I was in a very bad way. I was sedated all the time. I had to have a chaperone with me everywhere I went because I'm certified. Nah, bro, I can't do that. You know what I mean? It's not, bro, it's not the same. I don't get the same nourishment out of it. I want to catch one. And if we have to go to a certain place to catch one, well, so be it. You know what I mean? It's like, I used to like playing golf. I used to love kickboxing. And I used to like fishing. And when I got sick, I fell out of love with a lot of shit. I am indeed, Max. You know, I'm only bringing the midget fishing, so I got a little telescopic rod. You know, it's in a canal, basically. But like I said, look, YouTube can wait. Max, if you're on TikTok, right, add me. It's like I'm going to start bringing a few people on me live on TikTok. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry if someone shows their arse or whatever, fair enough. But like I said, I'm going to do a few TikTok lives. Or we can do a StreamYard. It's just that the phone, there's a big crack on the screen. There's about 20 cracks in the phone, but the little camera on the top of my phone, all the cracks are going through it. Bro, you know what? I seen a trailer of it, right? And it looks good. Because, like, I am a Marvel fan, bro, as you know. You know, I love Marvel, bro. I'm a bit... What superhero are you? Hey. And what superhero are you? You know what I mean? Shout out to Spider-Man out there. That's supposed to be up there. So yeah, here's the studio basically. Buy that book. Right? Now, just in case I have to keep an eye on you, right? We keep the knucklers there, right? Now, there's me brother. There's me cousin. He died in Dublin gangland. Now, shout out to Spencer McDermott and Ammo. Spencer sent me that book and he sent me that one there too. There's a few years that have reached out to me. That have, one sec, that have a couple of books or what have you. So, if anybody wants to send me a book, right, but here, you have to have a spanner on my channel. You know what I mean? But the last couple of days, I've not really, like I said, when you find out a friend died, but when you find out how he died, and you tried to do the same thing yourself many years, I tried to hang myself and the belt snapped. You know what I mean? I was lucky. God didn't want me. But one of my mates was unlucky. You know what I mean? And now he's dead. And all his family are devastated. His kids are devastated. Like, why would you do that? You know, but when you're mentally unwell, you don't think about what other people are thinking, you know, because then you'll back out of it. So you don't put that thought in your head. And the night I laid on that railway line, there was a yellow little box about the same length as me. And I cuddled it. And I closed my eyes and I was thinking of my dad, I was thinking of my brother, my sister, and I was like, I'll be with you soon. And then I heard it. I could hear it on the steel on the railway line, you know, and I sat up and about 200 feet away was a bridge and I could see it coming, could see the light, and I just lay back down and I said to myself, it's going to be over soon, you know. So the closer I got to swearing my baby's life, I nearly shit me pants or weed on myself and all I did. And I could hear it getting closer, so I just closed my eyes, you know what I mean? It's like, and I was lay a certain way. Now, only for us lay that way. The train went over me, but I got fucking scalded with oil. You know, me ices, me noses, me toases got burnt, you know, and I ended up getting sectioned, you know, because you have to be a really sick man to do that. You know what I mean? What fucking nutcase would lay on a railway line? Like, there's other ways. I could have shot myself in the head, but I didn't want my family to find me that way. So I went onto a railway line where no one could find me until I'm dead. Here, they'd be still picking bits up off the ground. But like I said, I've come through it, and every time, like I said, it's like, now, when I found out how my mate died over the weekend, it triggered me. It took me back to the night where I tried to hang myself in my mother's house. You know, and you know what? It was on one of my nephew's birthdays and all. You know, I was that far gone. I just wanted to sleep. I just wanted it to be over. You know, I had enough. I was like, you know what? I'd sooner be dead, man. Because the hard part for me is living in recovery, living without me mates, living without me mum and dad. You know, it's like, and I've lost a lot of fucking people, and I've always used drugs because of it. You know, and it's like people tend to say, oh, the drugs did it and the drink did it. No, they didn't. You did it. And as soon as you identify the problem, then you can start worrying on that. Here, collateral damage. Like I said, I've always spoke on mental health, and I'm a mental health advocate, and I don't think I reckon I'd be a good ambassador on this channel or on this thing we call YouTube, because there's a lot of decent people that come in and out of here, you know, and if you're rude in here, you'd be fucked out. I care about the people that come in and out of here. Genuinely, on my children's lives. I love mostly, like, you know, the regulars, you know, Pablo, Chopper, Stevie have been there from the start. You just have to understand that, you know. And then a few more people, like I said, come on board, and I'm on 2,280 subs. Tomorrow I'll be on 2,300. So we're 7 away from 3,000, and I'll hit that before my birthday. Or maybe not. Straight Jacket, you'll understand this, right? You know, how are you supposed to get well? You're a product of your environment, so how are you supposed to get well when you have people around you that are doing drugs? It's not gonna work, bro. You know, in recovery is your journey, not your mates. Like I said, bro, if your mates are your good mates, they'll understand and they'll always be there. You know what I mean? But we as men, we believe we're not meant to cry, because tough guys don't cry, right? My daddy was a tough guy, and I never seen him cry. I did. Years later, when I become a dad, and my dad got sick, and I seen him cry. And he said, you know, I'm so sorry for how I treated you and your mum after the fire. I had to identify the bodies. It's like, and then in my childhood, on my 10th birthday, my 2 brothers fucking drowned and drotted it. Do you understand? My dad had to go and ID the bodies of 2 dead babies that were burnt to death. Imagine that. Imagine the impact that'd have on your neck, your head. And see, my dad carried that. And I carried it, and it's like I had to bury it. And now me mum and dad are at home, side by side, with my little brother and sister, so that's all. That's my duties as a son, you know. We have to admit to ourselves sometimes that we're not doing right things, you know. Like I said, I'm not perfect, straight jacket, you know, but I try to be as honest with myself as I can, you know. But, right, guys, I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna say good morning to you. Hey, Jamie, or Jake. But like I said, listen, if you've got mental health issues and you're ever thinking of taking your life, talk to somebody about it. And if you're not, if you feel like you can't talk to your family, there's helplines, there's Samaritans, and it's a 24-hour thing. You know, big boys do cry. You know, my father taught me how to fight. He taught me how to be tough. He taught me distraction tactics, believe it or not. So did my uncle on one of my jobs. Yeah. Double entry. You can't watch both targets at the same time. You know, it's like I said, when I was younger, I did a lot of bad things. And I've had to face them. And it's like, because if you don't, I tried to bury me past. I'm not a tough guy, a hard man, or a fighting man. I'm just a man that can fight. There's a difference. You know, but the YouTube, the way it works, if you call people out, you get a few subs, and then you start bringing on toxic people on your channel and rapers, and then your channel will go stuck in the mud. Whereas mine is climbing and climbing and climbing, and I won't stop. Listen, I'm doing TikToks. If any of you have here, me TikTok is at Jude McDonald. Right now, like I said, myself, Spencer, Finn, Tank, a couple of the lads from Dublin will jump on now. I know Tank doesn't have fucking TikTok, but regardless whether he has it or not, when I'm doing StreamYard, I'm gonna bring Spencer on, Hank, Finn, myself, Luke. There's a few other lads that I'm going to bring on. But it's either going to be on StreamYard or on TikTok. And I'll let you know when it is, right? So I'm just going to have a drag of this and I'm going to say good afternoon. We are going fishing. Yeah, I've got a rod. Yeah, that's a pole rod. Yeah, I'm coming, honey. Alright, just give me a second, Lily, and I'll be in, yeah? Right, guys, like I said, I'm going fishing. I just have a little whip there, you know, fucking like a little pole rod, you know, fucking. Yeah. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. Rest in peace to Mousy. Bro, I wish you didn't do that. You know, but I want to thank you all for coming in, and I'll be back later on. And I'll let you know if me and the midget catch any fish, okay? So I hope you all have a fantastic day. And thanks everyone for coming in, okay? Like I said, everybody's welcome in here. I'm not a gayist or a racist, and if I want to say, I'll say it to your faces. But fucking hell, you wouldn't trade with me or trade places. You wouldn't last a day in the Colosseum. You know, it's in there, you see. Mental health illness doesn't go away. We just learn to cope with it. If you're ever thinking of killing yourself and you have children, know this. Your mother or your fucking baby mother is going to get a knock at the door like that. Look, you'll hear this. You open the door, you'll see a policeman or a policewoman doing that. Straight away, you know someone belonged to you was dead. Rest in peace to Mousy Farrell. Like I said, I'm going fishing with my family, so have a good day, right? I'm away. Done. One love.